You mentioned cap rate. Where do you stand on when you're analyzing properties to potentially purchase with your clients? Do you talk a lot about cap rate? Are you more into the IRR returns? Where do you stand on that?
We're talking about the same thing in different ways. It's another, you use IRR, but cash on cash returns. It really depends on what their level of investment is going to be, because the cap rate would represent theoretically your cash on cash return if you had purchased the building with cash. Whereas if you had to do some debt service, that's going to eat into the cap rate, the net operating income. What is that left over based on how much cash? The IRR is basically like your exit cash, is your internal rate of return that you've earned while you've maintained the asset, but you're only capturing that IRR once you exit.
Yeah, it's a snapshot of the whole project.
Yeah, so I think cash on cash and cap rate, I think, are more relevant in the here and now when I'm having the conversations. I hate over-promising and under-delivering, so I'll run the numbers for an IRR, but I'll be sure to caveat that with, all things being equal, this is what we should expect.
Yeah.
But that only happens if you sell the asset. Whereas if I have the asset now with a cap rate, I can say, well, this is what your return's going to be if you pay for it in cash.
Right.
And then if you've only got 30-40% down, well, here's your cash on cash. And oftentimes, especially with interest rates high and the cap rate's not really adjusting as aggressively as they have in the past, that cash on cash number is typically pretty low.
Yeah.
I mean, in a lot of deals that I've been doing lately, it's under 5%.
Seemingly at that point, with such a low cash on cash return, you're really utilizing the asset more for a depreciation on your taxes, some sort of a tax benefit to offset that cash on cash return for the short term, with the hopes and the projections of some increases in the future.